Good afternoon, brand DIYers. It's Mark here, and I want to reach out to you and relay a very interesting conversation that I had this morning with a gentleman named Kevin Corkum. Kevin is a brand DIY member, and right now he's doing a whole bunch of different things, but among others, he's a fractional CMO for a few different companies, which is he works as a chief marketing officer for a group of companies, so he doesn't devote his time entirely to one or the other. Very cool gig. Now, Kevin is a marketer, and he called me this morning because he said, I want to talk to these companies about brand, but I'm not exactly sure where to start. And so we dug a little bit deeper, and we discovered that all these brands that he was working with were not startups like a lot of the folks at Brand DIY are, but they were companies that were earning a healthy revenue, and they were having a lot of success, and some of them were actually on the verge of going for their next round of bigger financing so that they could scale their product or service aggressively. And, Kevin said, well, what do we talk to these folks about? What could they do with brand? Because at this point, they kind of have a developed brand. And I said, if you're asking me what I would do with these companies, it's exactly the same thing that I would do with a company that was just developing their first brand, coming out of the garage and setting up to sell their product for the first time. And that is something that I actually created in the course, the book, the coaching course, Brand Starter Kit. And I've taken quite a few of the brand DIY companies through that. And you can find that, the Brand Starter Kit, on branddiy.com. But I'll paraphrase what that's all about. Brand Starter Kit starts at a very, very simple place, and yet a place that so many of us neglect when we're building our brand, whether it's for the first time or whether it's because we're revising our brand because we're taking it to the next level. And that is to find the intersection between what you're offering or what you think you're offering and what people who love your product or service or company actually want from you. Now, again, that sounds really, really fundamental to figure out what the market wants, what people actually want. But what I've discovered is that far too many of us may do an analysis of what the market needs from doing online surveys and online research and finding out where there are gaps in the market. But very few of us actually sit down and have a coffee with the people who are buying our product. And that's where I like to start. The reason I like to start there is because I'm at heart a lazy brand builder. That is, I would rather have other people tell me what the brand should be rather than have to pull it out of a hat like a rabbit. And what I've discovered over 30 years doing this is that when you ask people who love the product why they love the product, what pain point it fills for them, they tell you the most profound things. Now, they won't tell you these things knowing that they've told you these things. They'll just be chatting away with you, and they will drop little insights like diamonds in the rough. It's up to you to go, aha, there's one. I like that one. Oh, there's another one. I like that one too. And like Halloween candy, you take those little diamonds in the rough and spread them out on your bed and go, look at all these insights that our fans have relayed about us. What could we do with that? Chances are extremely good that you will find some common points. And those common points might be held up against the brand that you currently have. And you go, are we really doing what our fans want us to do with our brand? Is our name doing it for them? Is the way we describe our company doing it for them? Do we have a key visual that sort of summarizes what we think we do best that really speaks to them? Is the user experience something that speaks to them? Or do they just go, I thought this brand would kind of start with a website like this, but it started with a website like that. I don't like that. That doesn't work for me. It's too slow. It's too fast. It's too shallow. It's too deep. So those are all very, very basic things. And I take companies through them in the brand starter kit. And what I would also do, if a company was already successful and they wanted to take it to the next level, as several companies which I've worked with have, I would take them through the brand starter kit and take them through that very fundamental thing. Is what you're delivering what the people actually want? Not the people in sort of an amorphous, sort of bloodless research way, but from speaking to them personally, one-on-one. Is it what people want? And then how do you derive insights from the conversations you've had with your fans? And finally, how do you take those conversational insights and turn them into perhaps a modified name or a key visual, or all the things that go under user experience, whether it's website to e-commerce to social media to remarketing to warranty to checkout process, all those things. So that's what I would do. So I want to thank Kevin again for dialing me up this morning and having the conversation, because he inspired me to have this conversation with you. I hope you have a terrific Thursday, and take this to heart. If you're looking for something to do to make your brand better, go back to the basics. Thank you.